Athletes Association, Bengaluru. Mr. Vivek Singh, Chairman, Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh. Mr. Rajiv Patil, former Chairman, Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa. Mr. Suresh Kumar, Senior Advocate from Hyderabad. Mr. Deepak Thakre, Senior Counsel. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Manish Vavita, President, Sri Lankan Lawyers Cricket Club. Mr. Rajiv Amar Surya, President, Bar Association of Sri Lanka. The guest of honor for the day. Honorable Justice A.H.M.D. Nawaz, Senior Judge, Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, the chief guest of the day. Thank you, gentlemen. To symbolize unity, knowledge, and the trust spirit of sportsmanship, may I request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly proceed with the lighting of the diya. general announcement, we would kindly request the vehicle numbers KS 7668 and KH 4195 to move as it's obstructing the entrance of the venue. Thank you. To formally begin this evening, it is my honor to invite one of the pillars of the Cricket Association of Advocates of India, Mr. Sailesh Kumar, advocate from Karnataka, and the Secretary of the CAAI to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Khadija. A very good evening to one and all. Respected Senior Judge, Mr. HMD Nawaz, Justice Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, Mr. Rajiv Amar Surya, the President of Sri Lanka Bar Association, and my other dear friends who are on the dais, and as well as my learned brothers and friends who have come down to Colombo all the way from Sri Lanka. Well, indeed, it is a dream come true where we're able to explore the possibility of playing All India Advocates Cricket Tournament at this level at Colombo. Initially, when it was difficult to host the tournament at a particular place, AVR Group came forward and said, let's do it in Colombo. And what is equally important is the fact that when Kai tried to reach all the 16 teams, immediately all 16 teams said yes. They said, we'll come to Colombo, we'll play. So that was indeed a very positive energy, and probably that was one of the main reason what pushed us to do this, which I don't call it as impossible, but at a very short span of time. So on behalf of Kai and as well as AVR Group, I do welcome each one of you, all the 16 teams, the dignitaries on the dais, and my friends who have come down from Sandalwood and as well as Karnataka be part of this. A hearty welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for setting the perfect tone for this prestigious tournament. May I now invite Mr. Manesh Vavita, President of the Sri Lankan Lawyers Cricket Club, to deliver the welcome address on behalf of the hosting country.
Good evening. Our chief guest here today, His Lordship Justice AMD Nawaz, the Judge of the Supreme Court, Mr. Rajiv Amar Surya, the President of the Bar Association, and Mr. Santana Krishnan, the President of the CAI, and Mr. Sailesh Kumar, the Secretary of the CAI, and Vijay Singh, the Advocate, and the Vice President of the CAI, and all the other dignitaries who are here today, and my dear colleagues. It's a great honor to be standing in front of you today and welcome you to this beautiful land. And actually, we all know we had one of the worst natural disasters a few weeks ago. So I had my doubts whether we can run this, but thanks to the Almighty, we managed to pull this off. So thank you very much for coming all the way to this beautiful island. And thank you very much for CCAI to have trust in us yet again to host this tournament. We are all here today thanks to this one gentleman who had a vision. He thought, we all know that technology brings people together. Technology will always brought people together. But this one gentleman thought not just technology, but it's just cricket can bring various parties together, various nations together. So, on behalf of the Sri Lanka Lawyers Cricket team, I would like to thank the President of the CCI, Mr. Santana Krishna. Thank you very much, sir. I'm standing here today speaking to you and speaking to all my friends thanks to him. I still remember the friendship and that we have with the Indian advocates and the lawyers cricket have gone strength to strength. Thanks to sir and all the other, the Sailesh and Arvind and all who have supported us. And also, as I very clearly said, I'm the president, and we have gone as a club, as one of the premier professional bodies, sporting bodies in this country, have gone strength to strength, organizing tournaments such as this, and getting people from abroad to play, and also getting Sri Lankans to have these opportunities. And I would like to thank the main sponsor, AVR Group, Aravind Reddy, whom I met. The friendship that we started in 2011 have gone strength to strength, and thanks again for trusting us. So it'll be a very interesting 6 days of cricket, 8 grounds with 9 grounds actually, playing head to head, and we're going to have some good fighting cricket. And all the best. Let's all fight. Let's keep all our fights onto the ground, and let the best team wins end of the day. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you, sir, for those warm and gracious words. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now hear brief addresses from our distinguished guests. I kindly invite Mr. Deepak Thackeray from Ranji Trophy player, Bombay, to address the gathering.
Honorable Justice Nawaz, Supreme Court of Colombo, President of Bar Association of Colombo, our President Mr. Santan Krishnan, Secretary Shailesh Kumar, President Vijay Singh, and all Vijay Reddy, and all distinguished guests on the dais. It's a great pleasure to be here. In spite of a short notice, all the teams from India, 16 teams from all India participating in this tournament. I hope the tournament will go very well. I congratulate AVR Group, Arvind Reddy, for sponsoring this particular tournament in a short notice, and support from the Colombo Advocate Association. May the best team wins. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Mr. P. Suresh Kumar, President of the South Indian Advocates Cricket Association.
Good evening, friends. Dignitaries on the dais and my friends from all over India. Very nice to see you back here. And what should I say about this tournament? ICA has been made king history for many years. And this is another landmark thanks to AVR Group, especially Arvind Reddy. His passion for cricket has brought us all here in Colombo today. ICA has been making history is an habit for ICA, like starting the first World Cup at Hyderabad, then going for overseas to West Indies, England and other countries. Then we also had 37 years of continuous All India tournament. And now playing All India in a foreign land is thanks to AVR Group and our friend Arvind Reddy. And I would like to see many more in overseas for All India. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Vivek Subba Reddy, Senior Advocate and the President of the Advocates Association, Bengaluru.
Thank you, ma'am. Justice Nawaz, sir, Judge, Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, Shri Rajiv Surya Simha, sir, young President of the Sri Lankan Bar Association. It's with pride that we see a youngster as President. And Shri Rajiv ji, Shri Suresh ji, Deepak Thackeray ji, Vivek ji, and Abhishek ji, Vijay ji, Shailesh ji, Arvind, and of course, our unforgettable Santana Krishnan ji. Santana Krishnan ji took us in 2006 to Barbados to play cricket with lawyers. So the lawyers there were wondering, Indians with so much passion coming to play cricket with Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago lawyers. It's really surprising. Then we went to England, and English lawyers were also surprised. But within 3 years, he made all of them come to Hyderabad and play world cricket at those early days. So the dream of Sri Santana Krishnan is amazing, and how he has gone about realizing it. We never imagined that we will come to a foreign nation and play Indian cricket here and see the great love and affection of the Sri Lankan bar, the judges. They welcome us with open arms. And that's a gesture and affection that we will never forget. It is so momentous and memorable. And all this would not have been possible but for Mr. Arvind Reddy, who has the same passion as Sri Santana Krishnan. Mr. Santana Krishnan wanted an executor for his vision. God will provide a person to execute the vision. And Mr. Arvind Reddy and the entire Karnataka Advocates Cricket Association is there dedicated to take cricket to various places around the world. There was Mr. Surnarayana from AP. All the AP advocates will remember he was a doyen of cricket in Andhra Pradesh. Surnarayana, when we went, sir, Nawaz sir, when we went in those early days of 2005 to play cricket to England, the English lawyer said nobody ever came to play cricket from lawyers from other countries. And Surnarayana said, if this goes on like this, Mr. Santanam will take us to inner Congo in 2026 and outer Mongolia to play cricket. And he has made that vision come true today with us coming here and playing. I thank you all and have a great time playing cricket. And let us not forget this beautiful land, such a lovely place, Sri Lanka. And it is really the memories that we take away of Sri Lanka while we are here. And let's play the best cricket and take the best memories. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now invite Mr. Rajiv Patil, Senior Advocate and former Chairman of the Bar Council of Maharashtra and Goa.
Honorable Justice Nawaz, Mr. Rajiv Amar Surya, President of Sri Lankan Bar Association, Mr. Santana Krishnan, all the dignitaries of CAAI, all my friends from 16 teams from India, I must share something with you, that I am fortunate enough to have first meeting with Mr. Surya Narayana in 1989, and since then I was part of the All India Cricket Tournament. Since 1989, he raised a slogan, Cricket for Friendship, and it continued for last 37 years. sometimes it happens that there is always blessing in disguise. Somehow the event in India got postponed, and Arvind Reddy and Santana Krishnan thought it fit to have best menu for cricketing, that is Colombo. And we are really fortunate to enjoy the hospitality of Sri Lankan Bar and Sri Lanka to have this momentous tournament. I wish the best wishes to all the team, and I hope the best will win. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now invite Mr. Vivek Singh, Senior Advocate and Chairman of the Bar Council of Madhya Pradesh, to address the gathering.
Thank you and good evening to all friends. Honorable Justice Nawaz, Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, and all the dignitaries on this stage. This is my second trip to Sri Lanka. I was here playing cricket when Justice Nageshwar Rao, then he was a lawyer, at that time he was a lawyer. So he was leading the team then. And I'd like to give a special thanks to Arvind Bhai, who made this tournament possible at Sri Lanka after all the hiccups which were there in the tournament. And also, I would like to say all the best to all the teams and play hard, play best cricket and enjoy the cricket and our company. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the honor to invite Mr. Santana Krishnan, the backbone of the tournament, President of the Cricket Association of Advocates of India, to deliver a brief address.
Greetings, friends, from CAAI, Cricket Association of Advocates in India. Honorable Mr. Justice Nawaz, Senior Judge, Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, who is our chief guest, and Rajiv Amarasoria, the President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka. All my other friends, before I forget, let me also give acknowledgement to the presence of our friend Manish Vevita, whom we call passionately Manna. It is because of him we are all here. He is the man who organized everything for us here, and that's how we are here. Thanks, Manna, on behalf of Cricket Association of Advocates in India. It is always said, passion drives. We are all driven by the dictates of passion. But what is more important is to sustain passion. Curiosity is always important. Curiosity is important to sustain the voyage of 37 years. When we started off in 1989, as rightly pointed out by one of our founders called Surya Narayana, who is no more with us. If you go back to 1989, there is only one person who was part of the cricket activity in the year 1989, who is still there with us. He is Mr. Rajiv Patil. All others vanished, either they stopped playing cricket, etc., etc. But one man is still there continuously with us for all the 37 years. In the subsequent years, we have Suresh Kumar, we had Deepak Thackeray, we have Sailesh Kumar, etc., etc. People went on adding to the numbers. And today we have all youngsters from across India participating in this event. Importantly, as I told you, how did we sustain this voyage? Every time, after every tournament, there is always a query, what to do next? How we can do something better than the last year? This passion was the dictate because of which we sustained not only the tournament, we expanded, we went to have 20 teams from across the country. Not only that, the motto called Cricket for Friendship took us outside India. We went to Sri Lanka for the first time, then we followed it up to various countries, and ended up in Lawyers Cricket World Cup. Although the cricket history of ours dates back to 1989, it is 37 years. The most importantly, it was in the year 2004, that is exactly 21 years back, we had a team of lawyers from India descending in Colombo, Sri Lanka, with the assistance of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka then. I will always remember that lady's name. She is Anuma Gunatilaki, who was the secretary. She called her husband, who was heading the police department, to organize 2 matches in police grounds. That's how the history as far as our link with Sri Lanka started in the year 2004. And since then, we had been continuing with this voyage. Thanks to our friends from Sri Lanka, then and now, we have been sustaining this event prolongedly and in a various ways. But for the first time, I must tell you, we created history today where the entire 16 teams from India have descended in Colombo to participate in the 37th All India Advocates Cricket Tournament. Most importantly, all this was made possible because of only one man. He is none other than Arvind Reddy, who is the CEO of AVR Group. May I tell you all to join me in not only just thanking Arvind Reddy, but also inviting him on stage to give him a bouquet from our Chief Guest, Justice Nawaz. 3 cheers to Arvind. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Arvind Reddy, where are you? Moment. Thank you, Arvind Reddy, for everything. You gave your heart to us, and that's why we are all here. Thank you so much. With these few words, let me say, let all the 16 teams from north, west, east and southern part of India play the cricket in the spirit of cricket, build camaraderie, and may the best team win. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your leadership and inspiring words. It's now my privilege to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Rajiv Amarasuriya, President of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, for a special address.
Your Lordship, Justice Dilip Nawaz, Judge of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, President, Cricket Association of Advocates in India, Mr. Sandhan Krishnan, Secretary, Mr. Sailesh Kumar, and office bearers and members, President and office bearers of the Sri Lanka Lawyers Cricket Club, Mr. Vijay Singh, Mr. Deepak Tayar, Mr. Suresh Kumar, my namesake, Mr. Rajiv Patel, and Mr. Vivek Singh. Esteemed members of the legal fraternity from Sri Lanka and India, guests, ladies and gentlemen, Ayubowan, which means may you live long, and Namaskar. It gives me immense pleasure and a deep sense of honor to welcome all of you to Sri Lanka
on this historic occasion. When I was invited to attend today as your guest of honor, I was filled not only with a sense of happiness, but with a profound sense of responsibility. Responsibility because this is not just another sporting event, it is a celebration of a legacy that has bound together generations of lawyers through the spirit of cricket, friendship, and professional camaraderie. This prestigious tournament held from today to the 28th of December 2025 in Sri Lanka under the aegis of the Cricket Association Advocates in India stands as a testament to a simple but powerful idea born in 1989, that is cricket for friendship. 37 years later, that idea has not merely survived, it has flourished. The choice of the 35 overs aside format, faithfully followed since the inception of this tournament and mirrored in the Lawyers Cricket World Cup, reflects something deeper than sporting tradition. It reflects discipline, balance, and respect for time, values that resonate profoundly with our cherished profession. Ladies and gentlemen, the relationship between India and Sri Lanka through cricket is not merely one of competition. It is one of shared history, shared emotion, and shared triumphs. Cricket has long been the bridge that connected our peoples long before diplomacy found its formal vocabulary. For Sri Lankans, no comment symbolizes regional solidarity more powerfully than the 1996 Cricket World Cup. That victory was not Sri Lanka's alone. It was a victory embraced by the entire region at a time when challenges and uncertainties surrounded us. The unwavering support extended by our neighbors, particularly India and the subcontinent, gave strength not just to a team but to a nation. In 1996, Sri Lanka demonstrated that belief, unity, and courage could overcome every obstacle. That triumph reminded us that when the region stands together, we are capable of achieving the extraordinary. That same spirit of regional friendship and mutual respect lives on today, not only on the international cricket fields, but here among lawyers gathered in a spirit of sportsmanship. It is therefore deeply symbolic that this tournament is held in Sri Lanka. This is not merely a venue, it is a reaffirmation of trust, friendship, and regional unity. And that friendship, ladies and gentlemen, brings all of you to Sri Lanka. Few weeks after, many parts of our beautiful island were severely affected by Cyclone Ditwa. On behalf of the Bar Association of Sri Lanka, I assure all participants that we are honored to have you and are committed to making this tournament both successful and, of course, memorable. Friends, while cricket brings us together in sport, it is heartening that this gathering also transcends the boundary of the playing field. Alongside this tournament, we are engaged in meaningful dialogue through a roundtable on sports mediation. This initiative reflects a forward-looking vision, recognizing that sport, like society, needs structured, fair, and efficient mechanisms for dispute resolution. Sports mediation is not merely an alternative to litigation. It is an extension of the very values sports represents: fairness, dialogue, and resolution without hostility. As lawyers, we have a responsibility to nurture such mechanisms, especially in a region where sports plays such a vital social and economic role. I'm confident that the discussions initiated this morning will contribute meaningfully to the development of sports law and dispute resolution in our region. At this juncture, I must place on record a special word of appreciation to Mr. R. Sandan Krishnan. His quiet dedication, meticulous organization, and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in bringing this event to fruition. Leadership is often measured not by visibility, but by reliability, and Mr. Sandan Krishnan exemplifies that quality. On behalf of all of us, I extend to him our sincere gratitude and respect. Ladies and gentlemen, in a world increasingly divided by conflict and competition, events such as this remind us of what truly matters. They remind us that friendship can outlast rivalry, that shared values can transcend borders, and that the spirit of cricket, like the spirit of our law, our cherished law, ultimately seeks fairness, honor, and respect. As you take to the field over the coming days, may you play hard, play fair, and play in the true spirit of the gentleman's game. May new friendships be forged, old ones renewed, and may this tournament leave behind memories that will be cherished long after the final ball is bowled. I wish the 37th All India Advocates Cricket Tournament every success, and I wish each one of you an enjoyable, enriching, and memorable stay in our beautiful island, Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for the thoughtful, welcoming, and encouraging address. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have all been waiting for. I respectfully invite our chief guest, Your Lordship, Justice A.H.M.D. Nawaz, Senior Judge of the Supreme Court of Sri Lanka, to deliver the presidential address.
Well, let me, good evening to all of you, the ladies and gentlemen who are present here today. As I look around, I see some very familiar faces from my neighboring, lovable India. I, of course, recognized Mr. I'll go by the order. Mr. Shailesh, of course, where is he? Right? In fact, Mr. Santana Krishnan and Mr. Shailesh, both of them came to my chamber, extended this invitation, and I readily agreed. And thank you very much for inviting me. And of course, the Colombo, the Sri Lankan president, a very energetic Manesh, who has been instrumental in bringing cricket here and helping the Indian colleagues in a great way. So thank you very much, Manesh, for all your singular efforts in ensuring that our Indian friends and colleagues are kept comfortable. Then, of course, I see Mr. Deepak Thackeray. You had been a former player, a Ranjit player. We have heard great stories of the Ranjit Trophy, and nice to see you here. And Mr. Suresh Kumar, a familiar face who was quite friendly when I visited Hyderabad for a conference, and welcome. And of course, my other friend who is there, Mr. Vivek Subbareddy, the president, and Mr. Patil, whom I also remember from my days in Hyderabad, and Mr. Vivek Singh, and Mr. Aravind Reddy of AVR Group, the generous benefactor, whom I had the pleasure of greeting him and eulogizing his work with that bouquet. A bouquet is not sufficient for you. I hope and trust that you will continue to extend your largesse in time to come. Then, of course, the president of the Bar Association, the young Rajiv Amarasuriya, who was voted in large numbers to be the president of the Bar Association. He is flanked on his right by another popular president, Bar Association, and we welcome you as well, of Bangalore fame, right, dear friend, and all of them who are seated on the dais, my other friends. It gives us great pleasure to welcome all of you. You have brought cricket to our nation. We are bonded by a shared passion for cricket. As you know, Sri Lanka and India, even though we have been locked in bitter cricket, we have been great friends. We have always looked up to India as our twin brother, a brother who has helped us in many moments of our conflicts, strives, and crisis. As Rajiv Amarasuriya mentioned, when this country was struck by great floods that devastated lives and caused loss of property, it was one of those rare acts of generosity. India has been well known, and it had extended its aid to us right throughout, and we saw that gesture in the aftermath of that crisis. So we remember with gratitude the Indian aid that came our way, and when you have descended on this capital of Colombo with great passion for the cricket to begin tomorrow, it's indeed our fortune that we will be witnessing a great competition among the legal fraternity starting from tomorrow. And I'm encouraged by the fact that this is the first time that the Cricket Association, Advocates Association, is having its overseas tournament firmly planted on a neighboring soil, even though the 36th tournament took place in Lucknow, I believe. Now, as I stand here today, making what is titled a presidential address, I remember the visit that I made to India a week ago, where I met Mr. Sandhana Krishnan in the course of my visit. It was a very moment of great friendship in which we were welcomed to National Judicial Academy in Bhopal, and thereafter in Delhi we had that famous interactive discussion with the delegation of the Indian Supreme Court justices. And it is all because your judiciary is led by a dynamic personality, a friend of Sri Lanka. In fact, while he was in Sri Lanka for the National Law Conference, his candidature was forwarded to the Collegium forwarded his name, and then it was at a private dinner. The news came to us, and I had to get up and then announce that, even though he knew it at that time. And then it was at a private dinner that we celebrated his forthcoming investiture as the Chief Justice of India. So he was gracious enough to extend an invitation to the Chief Justice of Sri Lanka and two other justices of the court, and we were there in our numbers to celebrate that great event in November. The following day, on the 26th of November, we celebrated, along with our legal fraternity, our legal colleagues there, the Constitution Day. It was on that Constitution Day, Dr. Ambedkar's memory was commemorated, and later, when we went to Bhopal, the common elements that bind all of us were discussed, such as the basic structure doctrine and all other constitutional doctrines that have percolated across the border into Sri Lanka. So we derive so much from the common legacy that was left behind by the British. It is that common legacy that animates us, and at the recent discussion we had with the Indian delegation of our great brothers of the Indian Supreme Court, it was decided that we should regionally form a center for law and justice, a South Asian Center for Law and Justice. That was the great idea mooted by the Chief Justice of India, Justice Surya Kant, and ably assisted by his own colleagues there in the Supreme Court. And I hope and trust that regional South Asian conclave will be a reality in the future. When I look at that, I connect it to the roundtable conference that all of you had, some of you had, with the bar of Sri Lanka. And I'm told reliably that a South Asian center for sports dispute resolution would be a reality with such eminent scholars and jurists who would form the nucleus for sports resolution of sports disputes in the future. In fact, as I waded through after the conference, the roundtable conference was over, I found that India was a petitioner before the CAS in Switzerland in a number of sports litigation. India was also made a respondent in a large number of sports litigation, sports mediation and arbitration before this body in Switzerland. But it's time that we've moved away from that expensive model to a Sri Lankan center which will incorporate a South Asian center for sports resolution. But I find no sports dispute has ever been taken by India or any other country. A cricketing dispute has never been the subject matter of that body. A cricketing dispute. So if that's the case, the reason for it is said to be cricket is a gentleman's game. A game of gentlemen who are seated here, who are seated on the dais, and all of them fight it out with their willow on the playing fields, but it never degenerates into a dispute of any sort that could be arbitrated. But we have other sports, football, soccer, and other hockey, and all those disputes could best be litigated or even moderated or even arbitrated in Colombo with a center being established. And I hope and trust the ideas that you form today will become a reality. It is small events like this that become turning points in life. And I must thank my good friend, Advocate Sandhana Krishnan. He is a man with a Midas touch. Whatever he touches turns into gold, in my view. He's an organizer par excellence. I have come to know him for the last 3-4 years, and I have seen his humanism, his dynamism, and his passion for cricket. I was in conversation with a former member of the Supreme Court, a justice who is retired recently. He narrated as to how he had an encounter with Mr. Sandhana Krishnan in the year 2004, and he was longing to meet him. And I have promised that I would bring Mr. Sandhana Krishnan when you would be playing this cricket here on the playing fields. This is how Mr. Sandhana Krishnan has won the hearts of so many friends, and he remains my dear friend as well. Cricket, my dear friends, is a legacy, as the common law is, that we inherited from the British. Some people, some historians, quite uncharacteristically and uncharitably say that they invented that game to pit the Indians and Sri Lankans against one another, to fight not them, but among ourselves. quite an uncharitable history, but we have turned the whole notion of their version of cricket into something which we are now proud of. We have turned our backs on our colonial masters. We have defeated them on the playing fields. And even though the language that we employ is foreign to some European nations. When I was talking about googly one day, one of the European students who studied with me was asking me whether it was an Indian sweetmeat. Bouncer, the word that we use is sometimes mistaken for the bouncer standing outside a nightclub. But these are characteristics of cricket that we have inherited, and they have come to stay. Now, I will narrate this story. When we walked into the Supreme Court banquet hall in India, in Delhi, the Chief Justice of India was introducing his respectable, honorable justices to us. I don't want to mention the name of the justice. He was introduced to me, but he was having his palm covered with a bandage. He couldn't shake hands with me. The Chief Justice explained that he had played a match between the bar and the bench only the previous day, and one of the lawyers had injured his hand, who had been fielding. Some thought walks into my head at the moment. The beamers, the bouncers, the doosras, and the googlies that we face in court daily, how it translates into reality on the playing fields when the bar meets the bench. So we should continue to have a tradition of matches, even in Sri Lanka, Rajiv, between the bar and the bench, so that the doosras that we get, the exchanges that we get in court, right, can become a fiery transformation. And in the process, the cricket that I played for the same school at a lower level, where you and I had the privilege of attending, we can bring it alive. Otherwise, we would not promote the wellness of the judges in the future. The mental well-being of the judiciary could best be promoted by initiating a match between the bar and the bench. I hope that you will grab that idea and translate that into reality, notwithstanding the probable injuries that we may sustain. So, friends, so it's indeed a great pleasure that you are here in Sri Lanka. We welcome you with open arms. Once you have played your innings, please go around the country if you have time. If you are not taking the flight the following morning or evening, go around and visit the country. It's a beautiful nation. And now I have been traveling right around India, and I have begun to love India for many reasons. Best known to me, it promotes my intellectual stimulus when I come meet so many lawyers and judges in your part of the world, and it has been always a pleasure talking to an Indian, meeting him on equal grounds and welcoming him and walking beside him arm in arm. So thank you very much, my dear friends. Let's walk beside each other and promote friendliness, the bonds of fraternity through cricket, and spread the gospel of regional cooperation and amity in a world which cries out for so much happiness to be spread right throughout. Thank you very much for your presence. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship, for honoring this occasion with your presence and words of wisdom. A jersey is not just a uniform. It represents unity, discipline, and the fighting spirit of every advocate who's here, who steps onto the field. I would kindly request the 16 captains to head to the stage with your jerseys. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to one of the most exciting moments of the evening, the official unveiling of the jerseys for the 37th All India Advocates Cricket Tournament 2025. Gentlemen, let's hear it for the teams who will carry these colors with pride. A big round of applause, please. Thank you, gentlemen. May I kindly request you all to remain in stage, please. That's going to be a wonderful memory one day. all to remain on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move to a symbolic and historic moment, the team captain's signing ceremony. This signing signifies commitment to fair play, integrity, sportsmanship, and respect for the spirit of the game. May I invite the captains to kindly come forward and sign the designated board, marking their official participation in the tournament.
सुर की नदियाँ हर दिशा से बह के सागर में मिले बादलों का रूप लेकर बरसे हल्के हल्के मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा तो सुर बने हमारा मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा
Chön tarz thay mön tarz ikvat baniye san tarz
तेरा सुर मिले मेरे सुर दे नाल मिलके बने एक नवा सुर ताल मिले सुर मेरा तुम्हारा तो सुर बने हमारा
मुंहिंजो सुर तुंहिंजे सां प्यारा मिले जॾहिं गीत असां जो मधुर तरानो बणे तॾहिं
सुर का दरिया बह के सागर में मिले
बदलांदा रूप लखे
बरसन होले होले
இசைந்தா நம் இருவரின்
Thank you,
சுரமும்
gentlemen. Let this board stand as a testament to unity, friendship, and healthy competition. A big round of applause to all of our captains. Thank you, sir. Thank you, gentlemen. Please be seated, gentlemen. We now move to the very special segment, the presentation of mementos as token of our appreciation and gratitude. May I request Mr. Tapas and Mr. Mohan Sahu, representing Orissa, to the stage, please. To present the mementos to Mr. Rajiv Patil. you, sir. Now may I invite Mr. Naveen, Director, Samrudh Constructions, and Mr. Akash, actor from the Kannada film industry, to present the memento to Mr. Rajiv Amarasuriya, President of the Bar
I think this book has been released just 3 days ago, right, in India, and I'm so glad to be the recipient of this book. As Mr. Sandhana Krishnan knows, I virtually dispatched a box of books this time from Delhi to Colombo. My luggage would not bring them. So good that you brought it here and gave it to me, as I am an avid reader. And Mr. Sandhana Krishnan himself has brought me books. What I find among the lawyers in India is that they write a lot. And I find something among you, that you keep fit. All of you, your physique is quite good for a lawyer, and please maintain it. And now I have got bright ideas now to go to gym every day and then keep fit. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and good luck to Mr. Karthikeyan, and we hope he comes out with more books. And now request Katija to take over, please.
Thank you, Mrs. Sailesh. We are here. The moment every team has been waiting for, and the teams that are going to fight for. Today's finale, the unveiling of the trophies. I now invite your attention to the ultimate symbol of excellence, determination, and victory. The trophies of the 37th All India Advocates Cricket Tournament. I respectfully invite our esteemed dignitaries to please join us for the unveiling of the trophies. Together. Determination and victory, the trophies of the 37th All India Advocates Cricket Tournament 2025. Does not represent just victory, but the countless hours of preparation, teamwork, and the passion for the game. To all the participating teams, this is what you play for. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please put your hands together for the trophies. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, may I respectfully invite our chief guest, Honorable Justice Nawaz, to officially declare the 37th CAAI Tournament Open.
I have the pleasure to officially declare open the 37th All India Advocates Cricket Tournament.
Thank you, Your Lordship. I now invite Mr. Vijay Singh, Vice President of the Cricket Association of Advocates of India, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Justice Nawaz and friends, on behalf of our association, I sincerely thank and show my gratitude to Justice Nawaz to accept our invitation at the late stage and grace this occasion. And I also thank all of you who have come all the way from India to participate in this tournament. So now you have seen the trophy, and now play hard, but just keep in mind our motto, cricket for friendship. Thank you very much.
As mentioned earlier, the dinner has been arranged at the Valleys, so I request all of you to get into the bus and proceed towards Valleys for dinner, please. I request all the team players to proceed towards the Valleys. Thank you so much.